Hi folks, Dr. Byer here. Today I want to talk a little bit about in this video one of the main reasons why, what I see clinically, why a lot of people are suffering from underactive thyroid, weight gain, depression, fatigue, gut problems. This is one of the things that gets missed by most doctors. Now, you need to understand that the thyroid gland makes two different forms of the hormone, T4 and T3. T3 is the active form of your thyroid hormone. Very, very important because your doctor never measures for it. The reason why is because your brain, which sends out TSH, looks at T4. Now, when the hormone comes out of your thyroid gland, about 93% of it's T4 and only 7% is T3. That doesn't make sense, right? Because this is the active form. Well, that's the way the body's working to protect the hormones. They jump onto a protein, what we call thyroid binding globulin. I call them taxicabs, and they go to the liver and the gut and other tissues, and T4 needs to get converted to the active T3 for your metabolism to work right. That conversion can be altered by a lot of different things. I listed 10 common ones here. If you're dieting, if you're trying to restrict your calories, a lot of you know you're restricting your calories and you're still gaining weight, probably because if you're dieting, you will not convert T4 to T3. There's an enzyme that does that. And that enzyme doesn't work if you're dieting or you're restricting your calories. If you're on beta blockers, which are a common drug for high blood pressure, that'll stop the conversion of T4 to active T3. High or low cortisol, which is stress, will stop the conversion of T4 to T3. Any gut inflammation, if you have a gut infection, if you have food sensitivities, if you have leaky gut syndrome or dysbiosis, that will cause T4 not to get converted over to T3. Obesity. When you're obese, you're going to be producing extra estrogens, ladies, and other things like interleukin-6 and cytokines that'll shut this down. Smoking and alcohol will do it. Pesticides. Eat organic. You know, I heard a quote the other day at a seminar that I was at. You can eliminate 50% of the toxic load in your body if you just ate organically grown fruits and vegetables. Low progesterone, ladies. Progesterone is usually the problem when it comes to hormone imbalances. SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which are used for depression. Many of you are on these drugs like Lexapro and Zymbalta. These are SSRIs. This will slow this conversion down. Things like low selenium, chromium, zinc, and B vitamins. So I want you to know that this is a very common, one of the patterns that we see of underactive thyroid amongst many others. The medical approach to thyroid is a one piece of the puzzle. It's a oversimplification of multiple pieces to your thyroid puzzle. I want to personally invite you to come to my thyroid workshop this Tuesday at 6:30 where we'll go over all of this. Now right now I want to share with you a patient that came to me, Jamie, who was suffering from a conversion of T4 over to T3 and what our program did for her. So if this makes sense, you want to get your life back, get your energy back, start losing weight, get your hormones in balance, and it's not happening with what you're doing, you got to do something different. So at least come to the seminar and learn about it. I hope to see you there this Tuesday.
Okay, my name is Jamie Katsoris. I'm 34 years old.
Jamie, how did you find out about our office?
My sister actually saw an article Dr. had placed in the Chicago Sun-Times, and she called me up and said, we have to go and listen to him.
Was it, what workshop was it that you went to?
The thyroid.
Okay. And what symptoms did you have when you first came here?
Fatigue, restlessness, tingly fingers and toes, cold.
How was your sleep?
Sleep was uninterrupted. I actually wanted to sleep more.
Okay, so you're tired all the time.
Fatigued.
Okay. And how about your digestion and your bowel?
That's a little embarrassing. When I came to see Dr. Byer, I was actually using the bathroom 12 to 15 times a day. It interrupted my life.
Now, are we on our last visit today? Or we're close to the end of your care?
Close to the end. I think maybe 3 more visits.
How do you feel today? And it's been about, what, 4 months?
Yeah.
How do you feel today compared to when you first came?
Like a different person. Honestly, 4 months ago I couldn't get out of bed. I was miserable. My family suffered. I feel like a new person. I lost 30 pounds. I recommend it highly. It changed my life.
That's great. Okay. Thanks, Jamie.